Did the Pegasus Galaxy have Destiny-type Stargates? When the Destiny crew decide to take a look at the ship's flight path, they are shown all of the galaxies Destiny has flown through. One of the galaxies we see is the Pegasus Galaxy, which is the same one that the Atlantis network exists in. So, if Destiny and its seed ships flew through Pegasus, would there still be Destiny-type gates on a flight path through the galaxy? When the ancients fled the Milky Way after failing to stop the plague, they used Atlantis to land on a planet within the Pegasus Galaxy. They then began seeding the galaxy using similar seed ships to Destiny, but far more advanced. These seed ships most likely beamed down Stargates to the planet's surface, along with underground structural support directly into the planet's surface. Which is why most Pegasus gates do not come with a stand like seen in the Milky Way. Due to the scale of the galaxy, and even the scale of the planet, it's probably easier to just leave the previous gate model on the planet, rather than having it destroyed or moved elsewhere. So when the Atlantis seed ship flew over the planet, it would scan for viable life support. If it met ancient requirements, a gate was beamed down to the surface. If not, the seed ship either left or a gate was deployed into orbit if the planet was still worthy of exploration via a jumper. There would be no need to remove the Destiny gate. We know that when a Pegasus gate is moved closer to the location of a Milky Way gate, the Milky Way gate is cut off and the Atlantis type gate starts running as the main Stargate in that area. The same can be assumed for the Destiny type gates. The many planets we see throughout Stargate Atlantis could have had a Destiny gate elsewhere on the surface, but a wormhole would never connect to it due to the newer gate taking control of incoming wormholes. If there was a Destiny gate on a planet with no Atlantis gate, then you could theoretically connect to that planet using a standard 7 chevron address that pointed the wormhole towards that planet's location. As long as the address pinpointed the exact location where the gate was seeded, it would accept the incoming wormhole no matter which style of gate it came from. The real issue would be gating back home, as you would need to figure out how to reconfigure the usually static address of a Destiny gate into the more fluid, stellar drift-based address system used by the Milky Way and Pegasus gates. A possible way of getting back home is if you knew your home gate's 9 chevron address, but that is still a theory. There would not be many of these gates, as Pegasus is a relatively small galaxy compared to others. Since Pegasus is the closest galaxy to the Milky Way, it is strange that it passed through it to begin with. The Ancients' original plan was to gate to Destiny after it had got far away enough from Earth, some 50 million years ago. Perhaps far away enough wasn't meant to be billions of light years, but instead the nearest galaxy, which is why Destiny began seeding it so early in its journey. The Ancients could have planned to gate as early as Pegasus and then stay aboard until it reached the edge of the known universe. They could have done this because Destiny comes equipped with the most advanced version of the stasis pods we have seen in the Stargate universe, allowing its users to freeze themselves almost indefinitely. This is much better than the more crude version found aboard Atlantis. The Atlantis pods slowly age you. With every 1,000 years that passes, you age roughly 10 years. The Destiny pods seem to perfectly sustain you. This type of stasis pods was most likely only used on Destiny, as Atlantis had no use for such a prolonged stasis device. This advanced option would enable ancient scientists to begin Destiny's journey at Pegasus, hop in and out of stasis over the millions of years it was in flight, and gate to planets for resources until they reached the end of the flight path.